Well, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Bald Bros of Flooring, No Flooring, Bald Bros podcast.
That's what we do.
I'm Phil Carey.
Joe Blodgett.
And we're here to just talk about what's going on in the world.
And there's always something to talk about.
So, Blodge, let's kick this off with, how was your weekend and what holiday just happened?
Well, it was Halloween, Phil. It was interesting. It was my nephew's senior night in football, so I had the whole family was in town. My parents flew up from Florida, and it was his last high school home game.
Wow.
And it lasted like 4 hours. Flags were flying, kids were fighting.
Really?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Hey, listen, a little bit of excitement on a Friday works.
No, well, that was a Thursday. Then that rolled into Friday. My dad wanted to golf, and then it was Halloween, which, as I said before, Halloween's changing because as my kids get older, it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
So,
we had no kids at the house.
A week before, my daughter yells up for Andrea to come take a look, which is her birthday today. Happy birthday, Andrea.
Happy birthday, Andrea.
And she says, Mom, come look at my outfit. Now, the fact that I wasn't called up there to come look at the outfit, it dawned on me. Something's not right with this outfit. And I was told that she was Dumb and Dumber.
Okay. Phenomenal movie.
Yes.
Top 5.
But it's not it was risque, Phil.
Not the Lloyd and Harry outfits that we like.
I mean, there was blue and there was orange and there were top hats. But then on Halloween, when I see her come down the stairs, I'm like, what is that? It was like a corset with a tutu, gloves. I was just like, this is a little too risque for me.
Same thing happened at our house. Now, we had no kids. They went to parties.
Yeah.
But my older daughter did come down with an outfit that I was not happy about.
Yeah.
And apparently that was the revised version.
Oh.
So I did not know what the previous version was, and God help me if I did. But they're not at the house. So it used to be a big deal in my neighborhood. Halloween was a big production.
Yep.
I guess all the kids were younger. We would do the walk around. Moms gave out the candy. Dad went out with the kids. We had wagons full. I mean, it was a big deal. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's lost its luster.
Yeah, we do the switcherooski. The moms would always walk around with the kids, and we would stay back and hand out the candy, have a little bonfire, drink some Miller Lights, and it was nice.
But it's just not the same.
No.
And I feel like the kids got started a little later. I didn't recognize the kids, but I have a couple things that really sat with me for a while on Halloween.
Yeah.
I feel like the Halloween kids were very polite. We had kids come in, they were nice. They weren't rummaging through. Now, my next door neighbor did not give out the candy. He gave me his candy, so we had 2 areas for candy. Mm-hmm. This is one of my earlier topics, and this will be our first topic of the Ball Bros, guys, is what is wrong with kids today section. And number 1 is kids are asking for multiple pieces of candy. The whole thing was you grind house to house, you're tired, might have rained, you might be cold, but you're grinding as hard as you can to get as much candy as possible. When did we come into this world where these kids are just asking for multiple pieces?
Well, I've never been one to let them grab.
Yeah,
I'm a hander.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you have a good costume, bigger handful. If you are lazy and all you did was put some eye black under your eyes because you're a football player right now, but you're not even wearing a jersey, some, what do they call it? The juju fruits, the hard candies that no one really likes.
You know what? We're going to change that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I let them grab it themselves, and I was policing it a little bit, but not enough to see if a kid grabbed. And we do the big bars.
Yeah.
We're big bars at our house because we're at the end of the cul-de-sac, and we want to make it worth the people coming all the way down.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other scenario. If you give out big bars and somebody believes that they should get more than one, come on now. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm the mixed bag bowl of all the different goodies, so people get what they get. But yeah, it's the kids nowadays have gotten a little
Kids
bit.
have changed.
They're lazy.
I used to be able to put a Milky Way out there and no one's going to grab them. People are grabbing Milky Ways before Snickers.
Yeah,
I don't know if kids are weird these days. I don't know what's going on, but that was mind-boggling.
Well, in the world of candy, the Milky Way is definitely. I mean, you got the Snickers, the Reese Cups, the Kit Kats. I would actually put a Baby Ruth and
peanut M&Ms. I like.
Love peanut M&Ms, which they actually say is one of the most healthiest candies you can eat.
Really?
High protein. So is the Snickers.
There you go.
Yep. Fun fact.
So I just feel as though Halloween is losing its mystique. I think the trunk or treat stuff that people do all leading up to Halloween takes away from that one day.
Well, the other part too is the people that complain because they're not at home, so they just put a bucket of candy out and then they get all angry because one of the kids took the whole bucket. It's inevitable.
What do you think's going to happen?
I know. I'm taking the whole bucket.
I would take the whole bucket too. And everybody on here can judge me all you want or judge Joe. We're taking the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right.
That looks good.
Unsupervised,
Boom.
you're taking it.
It's gone. But somebody was complaining that not only did they take all the candy, but they took the bucket too.
Oh. I actually respect that kid.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, so that's the first step. That's the first point on what's wrong with kids today, or what's going on with kids today.
Yeah.
My second thing, and I feel like I've been going nuclear about this, is the phone usage.
Mm-hmm.
I try to control it, and I'm not around a lot, but it just drives me nuts when I can see how long they've been on their phone and all the other things they could be doing that day.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at TikTok, which is the main thing that all the kids are on, in China, TikTok teaches you how to play the piano. In the United States, TikTok is this brain rot that kids are dancing and doing everything, under the sun with it. I can't stand it. But you're right. That's all they do all the time. My youngest is even worse because she's a COVID kid. So I think growing up, it was normal for them to hang out on their phone. So I can hear 7 kids in her room because they all sit there and have these Zoom chats and hang out.
You're right. Now, I'm okay with that to an extent because they're doing something. Just the sitting and scrolling for no reason. I would even be okay if you're doing your own TikToks. But if you're just watching other people's TikToks, and then I love when they come in, Dad, look at this. I may be interested in it, but I have dug such a line in the sand. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to say it. It might be funny. I'm not going to watch it.
It's the algorithms. They just pump you with what you want to see. And I'll be honest, that's why I try to stay off it, especially if you're during the day. It will suck you in, man.
Drains
And
you.
what it shows you, if you can take other people's phones and see what they're looking at, it'll tell you a lot about somebody.
I agree.
That's what you watch?
Yeah, so we're and guess what? I get into it sometimes. I was watching carpets getting cleaned. Just this air clean. It's satisfying, as the kids would say.
Oh, I've seen it. There's one where they just cut cheese and just do some weird stuff.
Watch people make food. I can't cook anything.
Yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole as a society. It's going to be something between AI and scrolling. There's gonna be a lot of free time on people's hands.
Oh, I agree. So the phone usage has really been bothering me. I just don't know how to curb it. I mean, we take the phone away. I'm like, you can't do anything else until you got to have your homework done. You have to have whatever practice or training you're doing that day. They somehow figure out to do that fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And then they're back on the phones again.
Yeah. Well, my youngest had 28 incompletes.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she broke a record. And so we took the phone away. You can't do anything until you finish these up. And I don't know, before I turned around, there it was. I'm like, how did you get it?
I do think these kids are at a disadvantage because of all the visibility that you see with their grades. You know right away what's going on. At least we could have hid stuff.
Well, I mean, my youngest is 12, and Dad, can you help me with my homework? And I look at it, and I'm like, no, I can't. It was like this weird thing about trying to figure out the median with an IQR. And I'm like, I don't know what an IQR is.
Yep. Then I go on some crusade saying you're never going to need to know this. Why are they even teaching you this? You'll never need this to succeed in society. And then they're like, well, Dad, regardless of what you think, we have to have this done.
Yeah.
So then Brie will help them.
Well, I gave it a good college try, and I failed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't figure this out.
I think we talked about this on a previous episode. If I gave them my college try, it would not be very good on how long it took me to get through college.
Well, yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah. Unless you're trying to get an 850 on your SAT score, I'm not your guy.
Great story. So last topic that we have here for kids today is what language are they talking?
Well, it's funny because I know that a lot of people hate the language, and I don't know what it is. I love it.
Oh, all right.
So the fact that they all say bro, I don't know. I started saying bro more than I probably should.
Right.
And then the way, have you heard chuz and huz?
I have.
Yeah. So I love it. I'm like, oh, how was the party? Oh, it was okay. I was like, was there some chuz there? It was all chuz, Dad. Or like, she's always, my oldest is trying to, get in that age where she likes boys and doesn't seem to be interested in anything in her own high school. And when I ask her, it's because it's all chuz.
Yep. Or that they're baddies.
Yeah.
That means if they're good looking, I've learned.
Yeah.
And I've also learned that if some people are promiscuous,
yeah.
they're called bops. That's a new term.
Yeah,
which anytime I hear about someone, and then maybe that person may or may not come to my house, I'm like,
yeah.
You're such a quick judge.
Yeah, if you got some bops at your house, you got to watch out.
Yeah.
Now, the one that I can't stand, at first it was kind of like, okay, that's funny, is the whole 6'7" thing. But now it's gotten to a level I'm like, this is so annoying. And I read an article, I think it was like Wall Street Journal, that was talking about how it is impossible for math teachers to teach, for any teacher to go through their class, because if you say, hey, turn to page 67, ooh.
I did hear, though, it's losing its luster a little bit.
I hope so. I saw people dressed up as 6'7" for Halloween. I'm like,
there is a Shore Point town where they stole street number 67.
yeah, it's out of control. And then we got in a big argument about where it originated from over the weekend, because I thought it originated from a basketball player that they were announcing, and they said, oh, he's 6'7", and everyone was like, oh. But they said there's a song, and I was like, I thought the song came after.
There's a 6'7" kid. Some kid made it popular, from my understanding.
Yeah. All right. We got to do some research there, because I don't know where it came from, but I hope it goes out the door pretty quick.
Or, Blaj, maybe we do no research on that. We do nothing on 6'7".
We just let it die.
We're never going to revisit 6'7" again.
Yeah. Let it go off into the sunset.
But even like if they text me, I get some sort of bizarre acronym that I have no idea what it means.
Oh, I have to look them up sometimes.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, well, I don't even know what that is. So then I'll look
if you
it
know,
up.
you know, IK
Yeah.
something or...
Yeah. But the one thing I do enjoy, and it kind of goes back to the phone part, is huge fan of the Snapchat. Like, I just like all the filters. And there's one in particular that I think is hysterical, and if you haven't done it, it's where you're a potato.
No.
And I talk to my kids all the time, especially when we're traveling. I send them potato, like, good morning, everyone, and I'm just a big potato. And,
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
I actually had to move to the Snapchat because I would text them on iMessage and they would not respond.
yeah.
Won't even look at it. I had to come back, and once I joined Snapchat, then dialogue was happening.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, we have full conversations at my household as potatoes.
You got to show me that filter.
I will. It's the best.
So that's kind of the segment that we wanted to kick it off with. Was we wanted to roll in with Halloween, the kids not hustling, weird language, they're on their phones too much. But to kind of stay with that, and this is something that I'm starting to see really take a life of its own, is these pre-parties for dances. Now, I'll say the reason it came about is 2 weeks ago I had a pre-party at my house. 25 girls, 25 guys, 50 people attending the dance, all their parents. I think at one point we had 120 people at the house.
Really? For pictures?
For pictures.
Yeah.
They were there for about an hour and a half. We have now my wife got a flower wall, so kids are taking pictures out front of the flower wall. We have pictures going on all throughout the house. TikTok's going. It's a big to-do.
Oh, the transitions?
There's like some of them, not so much. They were showing up in their outfits, but
Okay.
they wear their heels, then they bring shoes with them or sneakers.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the kids have taken everything that was just simplistic and have turned it into a full extravaganza. All the pictures and all the photos. Before, you get one snap on the way out the door. Your mom might have that little camera roll part. Now, it's a model deal. You know, there's one spot by me that's out by the water that everybody goes out to. Every kid's in line to get their crew's picture taken. But the other part that's crazy is how you have to ask somebody to go to homecoming or to prom. And I'm like, I'll tell you right now, I'd be going by myself. They put the signs together. They always have to ask them after the sporting event in front of all their friends. And I'm like, man, I sure hope you know they're going to say yes, because this is going to be pretty embarrassing if you get shut down.
Oh, see, we have not. I'd like to learn more about this. We do not experience that because my girls go to all-girls school.
Okay.
So they do not have, they do not have homecoming. Theirs was the fall dance.
Okay.
So they don't do homecoming because there's no big homecoming event, no football. There's obviously no football there. But so you're going through the whole, are boys and girls? Who's asking who? Are mostly the boys asking?
It's the boys asking.
Okay.
And it's a big ordeal because you're always seeing, like, so if it's a girls' soccer game, there's always some poor bastard waiting there with this big stupid sign, and he's got some saying that he came up with. And none of them actually put a lot of effort into their sign. It's like they wrote it out the night before. And everyone's just standing around because everyone knows he's going to ask them to homecoming. And everyone's standing there watching you. And I was like, this is terrible. I wouldn't want any parts of this.
And are the friends egging it on? Like it's his friend?
Yeah, the families are all, and everyone's standing around just waiting. And then he stands there with his sign. And then they walk over. Sometimes they have flowers, and then the girl says yes.
What if it's some mutant and you don't want to go to the dance with them?
Well, I think what happens is you say yes at first.
Oh.
And then that poor son of a bitch gets a text message later on like, hey, I didn't want to embarrass you, but we're not going to prom together or homecoming together.
Do you know if that's happened?
I've heard some stories.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've actually seen videos. Oh, look at this. Such and such asked her to homecoming, and you can literally see the dread on their face.
Oh.
I know. Before I'm going out there at that sign, I'm going to make damn sure that that I'm going to get a yes and that they want to go.
That's what I would think you would have done a little recon before, especially if you're all at the same school. Like you ask a friend, like, "Hey, I'm thinking of asking her.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance?" And if her friends are telling you there's no chance, you maybe move on.
Well, what's the chance that someone gives you that you're making the sign? Someone said it's 50-50, Phil. Are you going for it?
Probably not.
I'd need a 75 plus.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because the worst, I would say, agreed. Someone's going to say yes. If you go through all that work and you're in front of all those people and they show you the sign, you're saying yes.
Yeah.
But if you say yes, take a picture of it. Obviously, it's on social media. Then you find out 48 hours later that they're not going with each other. That's even more devastating.
And every time my phone pings, I think it's the text message of you telling me, "Hey, I really didn't want to embarrass you, but I'm not going to go with you."
I'm going with this guy who didn't even have to do it.
Yeah, Josh, really, I was waiting for him.
Yeah.
But you beat him to the punch with your stupid sign. It's brutal. And that's the part that drives me crazy.
Now, we live by, and I kind of followed this through. It was a rule that my wife has 3 sisters. They all kind of followed through, is that if someone asks you to the dance, you have to say yes if you weren't already going with someone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to, you can't.
Now, see, if I knew that was your family's rule, I'd be asking you, like, "Hey, next year, you want to go to homecoming together?"
I guess within a fair time
Score,
frame. Hey, that's a
score.
good. You can check that box right off. I've already gotten that taken care of.
Yeah, but he asked me in July if
Yeah.
I would go to homecoming with him. So you better watch out, guys. That we have to change that rule.
We'll have to. I'll have a talk with her.
Yeah, those Carey daughters are going to get asked next week.
Yeah, they're. Maybe that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, be careful.
But yeah, the whole thing is it was a humongous ordeal. To kick it off, one of my daughter's friends ran a mailbox over, my next door neighbor's mailbox over, just got her car back after having a little early fender bender.
Okay.
Comes back over, comes in the house, she's upset. I'm thinking immediately that her date stood her up. So now I'm thinking in my head, what person can I find to go to the dance, help her out? I'm just trying to help. But she ran over my neighbor's mailbox and put a gigantic dent in her car that has already been to the body shop twice. And it's fairly new vehicle. And the parents were not happy.
Yeah, it's funny. My car as a kid, if I ran into a mailbox and put a dent in it, it was just a giant piece of junk and I didn't really care. So I wouldn't even fix the bad boy. But it is funny. Now all the kids are starting to get to that learner's permit, driving age. And you always wonder if the risk or the nervousness of your kid driving outweighs you driving them. And what I've realized as the kids get older, it definitely does.
Yeah.
You get so annoyed with, "Can you take me here? Can you take me there?" And now you're like, "Here are the keys. See you later."
I'll tell you, my older daughter's been driving. It's a life changer.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll if she doesn't have practice of her own, she'll pick my younger daughter up from practice. And I came back from New York 2 weeks ago, and I came in at 5:20, 5:30, thinking now I'm home, I got to run around. There's nothing to do. I was a little bit bored.
Did you scroll?
I tried not to.
But you did.
But I did.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, I think we got into an early dock, which we'll address, which we'll get up going on soon.
But it is an important topic because I feel like your first car is always an interesting component. What was the first car you had?
I had a 1990 Ford Ranger stick shift. It was gold. So I had a pickup truck, gold, one seat, 1 rows of seats, no back seat, stick shift.
You know, I don't know how to drive a stick shift.
You don't?
No.
My first 2 cars were stick shift.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I think I could figure it out. Move the thing around.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But that was my first vehicle. No air conditioner.
Okay.
And fun fact, I didn't get my driver's license until I was 21.
Ooh,
Yeah.
why?
Lived kind of close to the city. Went to college in the city, so I never really needed my license. I wanted to have a driver's license when I turned 21. So
Yeah.
that was the first time I went into a bar. So I did get my license and Ford Ranger pickup.
All right. I had and Chris, put a picture of it right here, a 1987 maroon rusty Dodge Daytona.
Ooh,
Yeah, hatchback.
nice.
Yeah, it cost $750. I bought it myself. I was so proud of it. It only lasted maybe a year before a piston shot through the engine. It went 0 to 60 in maybe 15 seconds. If you had to go across an intersection, you really had to make sure the cars weren't coming, or you were in big trouble.
I mean, nowadays it's a whole different ball game. But Yeah, the early on cars, and I would say some of our first cars that we had at Spartan Surfaces. You have a tremendous story where you hit an owl and it was stuck in the
I have a picture of that.
We have a
too.
picture of that.
Yeah.
Chris will pop that up.
Yeah, they were all Ford Explorers.
Yes.
Like things would fly off of them from time to time. So, but yeah, the first car stories, man, it's always the best. But the kids are bougie now.
Oh,
Like,
don't even get me started.
they're like, oh, Dad, can I get a white Jeep? I'm
Yeah.
like,
What?
what about a 1987 Dodge Daytona?
What about a 1990 Ford Ranger pickup stick
Come
shift?
on.
Nobody even knows how to ride. Like, no one knows how to drive stick shift, and they can't write in cursive anymore.
Yeah, I've heard if you ever want to get a car that will never get stolen, you get a stick shift.
Yeah,
So,
I liked it. It's cool.
yeah, well, you're not driving one now.
No, I'm not.
Just press the pedal.
Good point.
Just press
And
the
you press
pedal.
the button, you start it up.
Yeah, you're rolling.
So, all right. So the pre-pictures are all. It's all done. I think we got a little bit of a break. My younger daughter has a winter formal, I think, but I think we got a couple months break before we got to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
My house seems to be the pre-party spot, which I love. I'll pre-party every year. I'm not going near the post-party.
No.
No. Post parties where you want to stay away from the post party.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pick up at the post party.
Me too. I have no problem going there.
Yeah, but yeah, having the post party,
It's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, you might as well call the cops yourself.
Yeah. or call a contractor to come to your house the next day because there's going to be some work that needs to be done. Well, Blige, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Kind of moving on where I said a couple of weeks ago where we had a lot of free time, and I did scroll, but I did watch a show. I know we touched on this, I think, on episode 2 of Ball Bros, but I'd like to revisit it. What are we watching? What are you watching these days?
Man, there's some good shows out there, and I don't know where you're at, but Landman
Phenomenal.
was great. And the whole time I'm watching the show, I forget what the lady's character name was, but I'm like, why do I know her from somewhere? And it took me probably 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, it's the whipped cream bikini girl.
Varsity Blues?
And then I went back and watched Varsity Blues. You're at this age now where some of these people that were big in the early 2000s, I don't know what, their careers get put on hold, and then bam, they pop back up, and you can still see it. So Landman's great. I saw Landman 2 is coming out soon.
November.
Yep. Documentaries. It was like a couple months ago, someone was like, did you see that Pee Wee Herman documentary on HBO? And I was like, there's a Pee Wee Herman documentary? And I was riveting. It's
Really?
so good. Yeah. I mean, the whole story of how he created Pee Wee Herman and that whole aura is just absolutely, it's insane. And how big it got at one point in time. And then we all know what happened that ended his career.
I'm blown away. I did not know there was a P. I'll watch that today.
Yeah, you got to get home. It's a 2 or 3 part episode. It's fantastic. Hunting Wives.
I did not watch that. Apparently, that's very risque.
Yeah, it is. But it's a great storyline in between it all, because sometimes it's not. And then there's like some sentimental. Have you seen, this is probably out there for people, but there was a show called Firefly.
No.
Yeah, it's more of a touching show, and I was all in. There was 2 seasons of that, but yeah, those would probably be the big ones that I would say that I've watched recently. Then there's one show that I did watch that everybody said was great. It was like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I watched it, and it's terrible.
Which was it?
Adolescence.
I didn't watch it. My daughters watched it.
Yeah,
My older one. I did not watch
it's
it.
terrible.
I don't like this place. I don't want to.
Yeah, I've heard everybody talks about like how great it is, and I was like, not for me.
Wait, which one was that?
Some weird. It had something to do with like kids and picking on each other on social media.
Oh. Wait, did you watch? All right, so I have a couple as well, but this wasn't on my list, but I did watch it. Did you watch the one about the text messaging? The one with
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you guys are listening to this, you could turn your radio off now or turn your computer down, phone down.
Yeah.
But that's the craziest. I mean, I knew it was the mom because I did read the article heading into the documentary, but you get caught up in the documentary.
Yeah.
And then when you see the body cam footage of the cop when she comes clean,
Yeah.
it makes like the hair on the back of your neck stand up. I can't imagine that being someone's mom.
When it dawned on me that it was the mom, I was like, you have got to be kidding me right
Yeah.
now. And she claims that like she sent like 1 or 2 and then just got carried away. And I'm like, you just tormented your daughter and her boyfriend for all this time? I mean,
She
yeah.
probably changed their lives forever.
Yeah.
Then you all those other kids that you kind of backed into and made people think it was them.
Yeah.
ruin them to an extent. I mean, you could see they're all coming back out now, but the daughter will never be the same. She
No.
seemed like she had her act together.
Yeah.
Heading into it, she'll never be. The mom's out of prison, wondering why she can't see the daughter. Well, I have a couple of reasons why.
Emotional, damn it.
You went off the reservation for a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Like that, man, you hear some of these stories sometimes and it just doesn't even seem.
I couldn't believe it was so far-fetched and so wild to me. I could not believe that someone would do that to their own daughter.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, check that out.
Check that one
That's
out.
a
We
good
might
one.
have given you a little bit of spoiler alert, but
Well, I think we gave the spoiler alert.
we did. We ruined it for you,
Yeah.
but you can still
Sorry,
watch it.
but
Yeah,
it's still
we can still watch it. There's a couple of shows that I got into. House of Guinness. Same people that did Peaky Blinders, to me, one of the best shows ever. I think it's not 100% accurate on how the Guinness beer company and how they became so famous and prominent in Europe and in America, but I know it's loosely based off of it, but I thought it was really good.
Haven't seen it, but actually, the ones that are just too loosely based on something drives me crazy.
I think this one, you're going to be doing some fact checking, so
Yeah.
have your phone with you. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because have you seen Narcos?
Yes.
I mean, it was almost insane because when you're watching that, you're like, that can't be true. That can't be true. And all of that was very true.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal one.
So that's a great one. All of them are. All of the Narcos are fantastic. House of Guinness is very good.
Okay.
There's another one I watched, Kerry Russell, The Diplomat. Have you seen
No.
that? That's on Netflix. It's 2 seasons, kind of maybe 3, but the second season was kind of cut short a little bit. So you can rip through it fairly quickly. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Only 2 seasons? I can get into that.
Yeah, it's kind of a U.S. government kind of thing. So you see, she becomes the ambassador of the U.K. So you get to see like the UK America partnership.
I'll check that out. Well, and the one, I didn't mention this one, but huge Stranger Things fans.
I'm not a big Stranger Things guy.
Yeah, man, big.
I'm not a huge into science fiction.
Well, that's funny because I'm not either, but I am very much into nostalgic 80s things.
Oh, well, who isn't?
I mean, and it's all wrapped up. I mean, pinball machines and all the old school 80s stuff, malls, which are completely dead now.
They're dead.
Back then, they were the biggest thing. Yeah, so the last season finally comes out. I think it's like November 26th.
Oh.
Jacked.
I did not get into that. I did watch, I got 2 more here. There's a show on HBO Max called Task. Mark Ruffalo. Takes place outside of Philadelphia in Delco.
That's why you like it.
Loved it. And
Big ups to Delco.
people seem to really like it. High ratings.
Okay.
Kind of a backstory, FBI kind of motorcycle gang in that area, which there was motorcycle gangs there, so it does make sense. But the storyline's very good.
There's motorcycle gangs in Delco?
There are.
Still?
I believe so.
Okay.
But I don't live there anymore, but I still think there are.
All right. We'll have to take a look.
But that show's excellent.
Okay.
The last one is probably, I might get sizzled a little bit for this. The Cowboys documentary. Did
Loved
you
it.
watch that?
Loved it.
I loved it. And
Yeah.
and you, as a Washington fan, and me as a Philadelphia fan, hate the Cowboys. You're supposed to. But I know it's a glorifying of Jerry Jones' documentary, but what he did for the NFL, he's hugely the reason why it's so successful today.
Yeah, I would say he's a big piece of it. But if the one thing that I take away from it is it truly shows you when your ego gets in the way of the success of an organization. And the fact that him and
Jimmy
Johnson, both of them wanted all the credit. And neither one of them wanted to give the other one credit. So it ends up breaking up. Now, granted, I think they won one more Super Bowl after that. But here's Jerry now at 85 years old, giving away his best players. And I think to myself, if I'm 85 years old, I'm not giving. All I want in life is one more Super Bowl.
That's it.
He still talks about the Herschel Walker deal like he's got another one in him, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't even know if you could do that anymore in the NFL. But I think the thing with him, I did not realize that him and Jimmy Johnson were college roommates.
Yeah, I didn't know they
were really good friends. They won a national championship at Arkansas together. I did not realize they were that close. If you watch the way that they built that team, if him and Jimmy Johnson could have stayed on the same page, they would have won 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
They would not have lost that third one. and they would have won 4 in a row.
Yeah. Did he go to the Gators? Was that before or after?
I don't think he ever coached the Gators. He coached the University of Miami.
Oh, that's what it was.
So he coached the University of Miami. Then he went to the Cowboys.
Right.
Then he was one of the original guys on the Foxcast. And then he left to go coach Miami for 1 or 2 years. Now he's back on the Foxcast.
And the Foxcast is way better than the CBS cast.
Agreed.
Can we agree? Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
And how Jerry Jones was instrumental with Rupert Murdoch in taking football away from, I guess at that time they took it away from CBS, and then they
and all
they
the other
made it
ones
went to Fox.
And then also getting his own brand deals.
Yeah. And the reason, what's so smart with him is he's always owned the stadium. I don't think there's a lot of owners in the NFL that also own the stadium.
Yeah, I need to check out that one that he built in Dallas. I heard that thing's money.
I've been there.
Well,
Beautiful. I think it's one of the best stadiums I've ever been to.
well, we'll see this one they build in D.C. It's looking pretty fresh.
It
I'm
is?
a huge fan of a dome, too.
Oh, is it going to be a dome?
Yeah. It's crazy some of the people that are in these colder climates, like Buffalo. If I'm in Buffalo, dome me up. I don't want to
Well,
be
now
out
in
there
D.C.,
the
if they build that stadium with a dome, they can host a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think that's the game plan. They've slowly taken down RFK, and in 5 years, I think they said the stadium will be done. But we're cooked.
We're not going to get too into it, but your quarterback going down is a big.
People have joked and called him RG4 or whatever it is, and I think it's happening. I mean, he's been hurt 5 times.
At the end of last season, you would have told me he's the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL.
I would have. And now they told us, oh man, Chicago's so dumb for picking Caleb Williams. Maybe not so much.
How the tides turn.
Yeah, and you look at what's it, Drake May and Bo,
he looks
like
amazing.
they're out here slinging. No one's getting hurt. Jaden walks out on that field, falls over, and breaks his toe. It's over. Like, we're done. We're cooked.
Well, as an Eagles fan, it's sad,
You
but
guys are
not
fine.
super sad.
You'll be all right. You're in the hunt still. We're
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Hey, what is it? Week 8? We're cooked.
You're done.
Cooked.
So the last topic that we have today, and this is something that you kind of dawned on me when you told me about the festival you went to, is a couple things. Are we too old to go to a festival? And I don't know if I can do during the week concerts anymore. I feel like I'm getting too old for some of this stuff.
So it's a 2-part question.
Let's start with festivals.
Am I too old to go to the festival? No. Should I go, if the festival's 3 days long, should I go to all 3 days? That answer is 100% absolutely not.
Well, I think to give people a little bit of background, you did go to a festival that was 3 days long, and in a phenomenal testament to you, you guys buckled down and went all 3 days.
All 3 days. And we were 88 streets away from where the festival was. And there was, 15 of us. There's probably like 6 adults and a whole gaggle of 15-year-old girls. We biked down.
Every day.
Up and back. And I woke up on day 3 and I was trying to convince everybody. I was like, are we sure we want to do day 3? Everybody wanted to go, so off we went.
What kind of condition were you in on day 4?
Slow.
Yeah.
Slow, Phil. And I was like, man, this is so brutal. But I will say this. There was one band that played, it was called Country Calling down in Ocean City, Maryland. And do you know Gavin Adcock?
I do.
He's my guy.
I do.
So I had knew nothing about him, but the other guy that I was with was like, oh man, this guy's great. You're going to love him. And the moms and all the daughters said, we're going all the way in. Dude, the whole big crowd. Well, I was like, you know what? We're going to stay back. What I didn't know at the time was that part of the shtick at the concert is that everyone, full beers, they just, whatever, people throw it. They're flying like all over the place. And I'm in the background being like, dude, maybe I'm getting too old because I'm like, someone's going to get killed out here, right? It was wild. But this guy played the best show. His songs were fantastic. And now I've been listening to him on repeat over and over again. But he, in 1 hour set, he drank 6 Miller Lights, drank whiskey, and he smoked some weed. And I was like, this guy, if he does this every show.
And he's the guy that's in the feud with Zach Bryan.
Yeah,
right?
And we're Team Adcock all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like both of their music. I'm not a big Zach Bryan guy. Like I can't find anyone that generally likes him. But except for Shane Gillis, but
love Shane Gillis.
I love him.
If he likes him, there's got to be something.
There's got to be something good. But Gavin Adcock is his music's good and the whole scene. Now the ladies really seemed to like. Was Riley Green there?
No. Not that I remember, but you had Luke Combs, you had Luke Bryant, you had Gavin Adcock, you had the guy from Florida Georgia Line there without the Georgia Line. He did all right.
That's a band. Brian Kelly. Is that his name?
No, what's the other one?
The other one?
Yeah,
I forget the other one's name.
I think he's referred to as the uglier one.
If they could, that's a band. If they could get back together.
Man, they ruined it.
They did.
I mean, they were just cranking hits.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it just comes to an abrupt end. And that's sad for them. But
I know. I think a lot of it has to do with, it's just, they couldn't set their differences aside. I think they both have different political
it
beliefs.
sounds like that was the case. And one liked to party more than the other.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's the same song and dance. You ever watch the VH1 Behind the Music back in the day?
Love them.
Yeah, I love the show. It was always about going up and
Coming
just this
down.
fiery crash down.
Yeah.
And it was inevitable that it was going to happen.
I'm still trying to think, was there ever a band that just had a great trajectory up and just stayed up there?
No.
Everybody has something.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them, you'll fall, and some of them will climb
their way back up.
They'll climb themselves back up, but no. If you're in a band right now and you're on your way up, I promise you, something bad's going to happen.
So true. So I would say for me, concert-wise, I like a one-nighter, not during the week. I can't recover during the week. But we still are big concerters. We do like going to concerts.
Well, there's a humongous concert that's coming up this next summer, and it's Morgan Wallen and Gavin Adcock.
We're on the waiting. We are on the pre-order list for that.
Yeah.
It's playing 2 nights in Philly, and now we could kind of segue into this. If a act is coming to your area and they're playing multiple nights in a row, which one do you go to? I have a philosophy on this.
That's a good question. I'd probably pick whatever one fits my schedule best. But now that you're asking the question, I would think the first one.
We always go to the second or the last one.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like if you have a new album, in a lot of cases, sometimes new albums aren't that great. We want to hear.
I want to hear the hits.
Yeah, like I actually heard an interview once with Toby Keith that said if he's going to do a concert, he's only playing the songs that everybody wants him to play.
Yeah.
That's what they're paying for. I don't want to listen to your new album that might have one good song. We want to listen to them all that are good. So I think when you get to the end, like the second or third night, they're only playing their hits.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's interesting. I never thought about that, but yeah, you should only play the hits. I mean, that should be something through and through. Nobody wants to hear your new crappy originals, and
I feel like if you're playing 20 songs and you're a really established band, just play the 20 songs that people want to hear.
And between those two, I mean, they're hit machines
That's going to
too.
be great. That's going to be
Phenomenal
great. I'm looking
concert.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Great summer stadium tours. That's a good one. I almost went. It was during the week last week. I wasn't home, but I got like a little hankering. Bree and I almost went to Bryan Adams. Yeah, summer of '69.
love
I would
Bryan
have
Adams.
loved to have gone to that concert.
Yeah, where was he, in Philly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should.
Smaller venue. We should have went.
Yeah, the best smaller venue was I saw Gin Blossoms
Oh.
in downtown Annapolis at
Recently?
No, it was probably like 5 years ago. We were just driving, and Andrew was like, "Oh, this band I think you're gonna like is playing in downtown Annapolis." And I was like, "Who?" She's like, "The Gin Blossoms." I was like, "I'm like, get the tickets right now. Are you kidding me?"
Tell me someone who doesn't like the Gin Blossom.
I'll show you a liar.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome. It was small. It was at Ram's Head in Annapolis, and I've checked. They have not come back since. And I had the time of my life. It was like me. I mean, maybe 15
Other
feet
people?
away.
Oh, they were 15 feet. They were 15 away.
Yeah, 15 feet. I mean, I was right there, and they used to play stadium tours back in the day.
I know.
But yeah. So to answer your question at the end, like, yeah, I already said if we're going to go back to the concert, the festival, it'll be 1, maybe 2, but 3 days.
I'm super impressed you did 3 nights. You had to have been running on fumes.
Well, we definitely were, and the only reason, like, at the Luke Combs played at the end, but it just was, you're exhausted, you're over it, man. Like, I was exhausted, so I wouldn't do it again.
All right.
It's out.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So yes, but not the whole time.
Yeah, I need a new guy. Man, I really think I'm going to look up the Gin Blossoms after this. Love myself.
Great show too.
Love myself some Gin Blossoms.
And I didn't realize it. So the lead singer that's today, I guess the original lead singer, I guess he died at one point in time. So the guy that we know as Gin Blossoms was not the original.
With Gin Blossom guy.
The lead singer. I don't know his name.
We went through this. We were just actually talking about this of bands of like 90s, early 2000s. Third Eye Blind was another one.
So when I was a kid,
Three Doors Down.
love Three Doors Down.
Me too.
I said I like Nickelback. People like to dog them. I'm all in on them.
You know what? They have this stigma of if for most people, if a Nickelback song comes on, you're not turning it off.
I'm turning it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Limp Bizkit, count me in.
Oh,
if anything,
they're making a run back now.
yeah, but he looks like Santa Claus.
Oh, he looks terrible.
But if you have anything between 1996 and 2005, it doesn't matter.
Me too.
It just
That whole genre is
it's
my
like
favorite.
I get a little teary eyed.
Me
I'm like,
too.
let's rock, man. Like that was the
Blind Melon, like a lot of those bands, like a lot of them lost their. I caught my older daughter listening to Alice in Chains the other day. I went.
I'm a big Alice in Chains
I like
guy.
Alice in Chains a lot.
Yeah, they're all right. But Good Charlotte,
Now they're from your area.
they are. Yeah,
Did they ever play any gigs at Salisbury when you were there?
No, and it's called Salisbury.
It's my bad.
But no, they never did. But there was the HF Festival, which was held in D.C. I think one time they went to Baltimore, but every band that was big in the 90s played the HF Festival. And it sounds so old school. You have to wait. Like HF Festival, I mean, it was a radio station, so they would announce who the bands were going to be. You have to wait in front of the ticket venues to get the tickets.
Oh, that's old school.
Yeah, it's old school.
Now people are just on their phones. They don't know what it's like to sit outside and wait.
Yeah, no, they don't. And then you know what? It's a smarter deal because it's a lot easier to just be like, I'll buy those tickets.
Sometimes I do agree with technology.
That I do agree with.
Yep.
You know, things are getting better. The idea you have to ride up to get some subs or some hoagies.
Yep.
DoorDash will just bring those beasts right to you.
We'll end it on this. The Carey family are trying to go no DoorDash November. We're going to try to go the whole month of November without DoorDashing.
Sounds torture.
It is. What's today? Today's the 4th. We haven't
Yeah.
DoorDashed yet.
Yeah, there's no food at the house. I'm DoorDashing. I would crumble. I bet you we don't make it a week.
We'll see. I'll keep you updated.
All right.
You know what? We'll revisit this on Ball Bros 5. I'll let everybody know.
Let
how
everyone
we
know if you
out.
made it through. So
All right.
there you
All
go.
right. Well, listen. Thanks everyone for listening. We're listening to 55 minutes of this. Hopefully everybody got smarter
Yeah, or dumber.
or dumber.
We're okay with it.
But either way, take it as you want.
There you go. Giddy
All right.
up. There you go, Chris. That's a wrap.